We've done protection, location, acquisition, water and food. Now navigation. What we say is you can go north with a touch of east, south with a touch of west. You cannot go north with a touch of south, get me? And I must admit, I've never been lost in my life, just geographically embarrassed, okay? And I guess we've all done it. And now with GPS, it tells you exactly where you are. It's a forgotten art, navigation. But you must have the ability to retain orientation. You need coordination as well. My tongue ain't coordinating with my brain at the moment, okay? Okay, so always retain orientation. Now in this country, we got the sun most of the time, or some of the time, and it rises in the east and it sets on the west. Do you all agree with this? Southern hemisphere, what does it do? It does exactly the same. Are you all familiar with the shadow tip method? Okay, you put a stick in, observe the shadow. Northern hemisphere, they move in a clockwise direction. So mark the extent of the first shadow, wait 10 minutes, the second stick, draw a line through, you got an east-west line. So you're all familiar with that, I guess. If you're lucky enough to watch, you can aim the hour hand at the sun, bisect the angle 12, again, a north-south line. It's so important, and the prevailing wind. In this country, it is southwesterlies. Okay, so you can look at the landscape and see sand dunes, snowdrifts, plants, all affected by the prevailing wind. So if you know the direction, you can use this as a navigation aid. Again, in the Middle East, you get local breezes. The sea is constant temperature for the night, and what happens, like as the sun comes up, the heat rises off the land and it blows out to a cooler sea. But overnight, as the land cools down, the sea is hotter than the land, the breezes come back inshore. So by keeping the breeze into your face, you're heading for the coast. You've got to know where you're operating, you know, and know which direction safety is. But this is the art of survival navigation, okay? Carry a compass, it saves all this hassle, okay? But always retain coordination, orientation. Okay, now, and overall, we've done food, fire, shelter, water, navigation, medical is so important. We should always have a medical knowledge. The more I know about things, how to deal with trauma, the safer I'm going to be. Also, what to carry. Don't have to be a big pack, just enough to see you through, okay? So medical is very, very important, and look after yourself. Now, don't let the situation deteriorate. If you've got a blister, stop, deal with it straight away, okay? Don't let it go septic, keep on going. As soon as you've got it, stop, deal with it, end the story. If you try to walk through it, it's going to get infected, you're going to get a problem, okay? So, medical knowledge is never wasted, okay? So basically, I've run through, like, hopefully, the mental side of survival, saying how important it is never giving in. Okay, the will to live, we've all got it, it's getting weaker as we're getting more and more civilized, but never giving in. A victory will come in time, okay? Eliminate all the doubts in your mind by saying, I've prepared myself, I've got as much knowledge, I can deal with any situation. This way I will not be called out. Knowing what to expect, I can deal with it. Always expect the unexpected. Okay, and this way, I'm going to breeze through life, okay? Also, if you know what you like when you're hungry, tired, thirsty, can you still make decisions, etc. So know everything you can about yourself, okay? Have a mate, you need a mate in survival, and he's going to use you the same way as you're going to use him, okay? So, always stick together, okay? I'm just about finished, I think. Is that okay?